Hello everyone and welcome to my coloring corner. Today is Monday and we have our Monday Night Live color and chat, and we are going to be doing a work in progress that I had in Selina Fenech grayscale coloring book Fairy Companions. The page that we're going to be doing is this one here, which is May I Have This Dance. I have taken the page out so that we can work on it a little bit easier, but it's this page. I started the mushrooms. We will be using the Prismacolor colored pencils. So hopefully I don't completely mess it up. Hello, Courtney. Hello, Celine. Hello, Sherry. Hello, Dawn. Hello, Alicia. Hello, Emily. Hello, Carol. Da, 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 da. Hello, Alex. Hello, Yana. Hello, everybody out there in Lurker land. So we're going to zoom on in and we're going to get started. I wanted to get some of my work in progresses done. On Saturday, we have a special event going on. Saturday, I will be streaming an hour later, but I will be streaming longer because I'm going to combine my stream with Amazon Tammy and we are going to stream together. We are going to be using the Faber-Castells on a special artist, but I'm not going to tell you what the artist is. That's going to be a surprise. Um, did something go wrong where? You can use alcohol markers, however, you have to be very careful with the Amazon paper because the marker will spread. So you have to know your paper very well. I'm not sure if something went wrong or not. I was just showing somebody how to do something on this page, and I just never went back to it. So, excuse me. Hello, Calamity. You're fine, you're fine. So, Amazon Tammy and I will be together. Oh, welcome back. um, Amazon Tammy and I will be working together on a live stream that will be about 3 hours long. Um, we'll be working on a special artist. We will be doing a one color challenge. It's not one pencil, but one color. So everything in that color family is what we'll be coloring with. We will be using the Faber-Castells, and yeah. So that's the ins and outs of what's coming up Saturday. So throughout the week, I'm going to be working on, like today and on Wednesday, I'm going to be working on this work in progress so that we can get it finished up before Saturday. Oh, well that's hopefully you enjoy the watch back because, all right. So we're going to zoom in so that we can get started. We're going to work on the mushrooms since I already started there. Like I said, I am using the Prismacolors, which are not my favorite pencil, but they do work very, very nicely on this paper. So, all right, so I need this one. So cadmium orange hue, poppy red, and crimson red needs to be sharpened. So I am using an electric pencil sharpener for these. It does do the pencils a little bit of justice to keep me from breaking them because I have a tendency to break Prismas very, very easily. I think I'm going to use a little bit of yellow as well. So we're going to use canary yellow as well. All right. Hello, Diane. Welcome, welcome. Okay, We're going to start with some yellow. And I'm just going to work into the color that I've already got down there. And we'll be adding more color to that just to brighten it up a little bit. Now, while I'm going through the color on the wings, I'm being careful not to touch that really white area because that's going to have the color of the wings itself on it. And I'm just mapping out a little bit of the mushroom's light area. And once we blend in to that color, it will be less of a yellow. Thank you, Courtney. Yeah, it's currently, you know, I think 20 something here, which is -5 in Celsius. All right, now we're going in with the cadmium orange hue. And we're just going to blend that color together. I'm going to turn it a little bit. Yeah, it's chilly here. Now we're going to do these wings see-through because that's the way they're drawn. So with a drawing of see-through wings, you add a very faint amount of color for the object that you are coloring behind it. You don't have to make it really dark, but you do have to put a little bit of that color in there so that the wings look translucent. Hello, Ronnie. Welcome, welcome. 15 degrees yet. Yeah, it's a little chilly. It's supposed to get down to like 13 degrees tonight, and then it's supposed to shoot right on up on Wednesday. It's going to be cold tomorrow, and then it's going to shoot up on Wednesday to like 50. It's like Mother Nature needs her medication, and somebody should really get that for her. Just saying. Wow. Yeah, I know that Shannon got some snow. Now I'm going in with the poppy red. Wow, that's cold. Yeah, yeah. Mother Nature has um, jumped off her meds. That's all I'm saying. But, it's an El Nino year. That's, what to be expected. Hello, Long Fork. Welcome, welcome. All right, now I'm going to go into the crimson red. Oh, well, that happens. Just little bits at a time, or put it away for a little while. It'll come back. Happens to me every once in a while, too. So with a grayscale coloring, the grayscale is giving you indication of where that dark color is going to be darkest. So make sure that you darken the colors in that darker area. Otherwise, it's going to look a little strange. All right, so now we're going to take our indigo. Indigo. As soon as I find it. Did I lose my indigo? Should be. I've lost my indigo. Hold on. It's on the other page. That's why. That's why. It's like I know it's here. Oh, thank you, Jamie, and welcome, welcome. Hello, hello, hello. Thank you, Celine. You lurk away, dear. Now we're just going to take some indigo and we're going to darken up some of the edges here. And then we take our red again and we build into that. Try not to color on his hair. Oh dear. Where is my eraser? Try not to color his hair. Try not to use your hand because it will smudge. Yep, that's true. Coloring grayscale can be easy depending upon the grayscale and depending upon the pencils. Um, the thing I would suggest with coloring grayscale is don't color it as if the dark color is already there for you. Use the grayscale as a guide to where your darker colors are going to be and where your lighter colors are going to be. That is my advice on coloring grayscale. All right, now we're going to use our orange. Hello, Sarah. Welcome, welcome. All right, now we're going to use some yellow. I'm not too concerned about getting any on the spots because the spots are going to have gel pen added to it. So I find with Selina's books and the paper that Amazon uses, the combined with the grayscale, the Prismacolors work really well. They build that color over top of the grayscale very nicely because her grayscale is usually quite dark, but it's absolutely beautiful. I love her work. I'm a little jaded. It's been one of my favorite artists since I started coloring. So it's always one that I gravitate towards. All right, going to move to the other side of the mushroom here. And come back in with a little bit more indigo in the shadow area here. The one thing I will say about grayscale is it does take a little bit longer, I think, to to build that color up, especially on darker grayscale. But the more color you build, the deeper, the richer the colors are. So. And then the orange. So I just used crimson red, indigo blue. Now I'm using orange, cadmium orange hue. Now I'm not going over top of any of the wing anymore. I might go over a little bit of it, but I will do more of it when I do the wing itself. So yes, Yana is a nice one too. Yana Proviso. Yes. And now I'm using the canary yellow and blending all those colors together so that we get the gradient movement into the highlight. Like so. I think I want this to be brought out just a little bit. Just going to blend that in. There we go. So as you can see the difference between this one and this one here I used one color or two colors over the entire mushroom. This one here I've used 5. So I'm going to actually go over these mushrooms as well, just so that we can get a deeper. So starting off with the yellow. Again, I'm not worried about going over the dots too much because I will be using a gel pen on them. And then we're going to come in with our orange. And then poppy red. And then crimson. then indigo, and just turn just slightly so I can go in the right direction here. Catherine, welcome to the Pixies, dear. If we can get an exclamation point love in the chat, please, for Catherine. I don't have a favorite thing to color. I have some least favorite things to color, like mandalas. But I really enjoy coloring a lot of different things. I have found lately that I do enjoy coloring people a lot. Where last year I was really enjoying coloring mice. So it's all dependent upon what mood grabs me at the time. No, the Christine Caron are not overly expensive. You can purchase them on Amazon for about 10 $15 depending upon the book. US. Going back over it with the yellow, blending in the orange, and then going into our red. Like so. Going to do the same thing for the little fella here. Yeah, I know you enjoy mandalas, and sometimes the clothing just adds that little bit of extra texture to the piece. So sometimes I don't mind coloring the clothing. But you're right, I do really enjoy faces, so and hair. I've gotten pretty good at it. I think that's probably why I'm enjoying it more because I have gotten better with coloring faces and hair. And it's something that I can color with pretty much every set of pencils I have. So I've gotten pretty good at choosing colors with pretty much everything. For skin and hair, that is. Sometimes my imagination goes awry and I end up with a mess, but eh, that's it's just paper. Ah, so you live in England. Yeah, I'm not sure how much the Christine Caron are out in England. I'm in the US, so. But they should be on your Amazon. Christine is a Canadian artist. So, and then the yellow. Like I said, I'm not worried about the dots. I will be coming through and redoing those with a white gel pen. right. So that's 3 mushroom capstone. We've got these 2 little ones here. Let's do those really quick. Now I'm not going to add the yellow. I'm just going to add the orange to these ones because these ones are going to be quite dark. And again, I'm going to ignore the white spots. We'll come back through with a gel pen and fix those up later. She is on Etsy, but uh, Courtney doesn't print, so she prefers the physical books. That's why I told her to look on Amazon. I don't know if she has physical books on Etsy, but I know she does on Amazon. And I know that she has them in different countries, so. Yes. Hello, Marilyn. If I missed you coming in, welcome, welcome. Hello, Sue. All right. And like I said, we'll come back and we'll fix up the spots later. You're coloring and chatting. You're awesome. Yes, I am using Prismacolors. Hello, Topeka. Welcome, welcome. All right, so now we're going to move on to this one. I'm going to dust these off just because if my hand touches them, I'm going to make a mess. And just dusting them off made a mess. Hold on. The great thing about them is you can erase it. All right, going in with the yellow. So this is a canary yellow. Again, ignoring the white dots. We'll come back through with a gel pen later. Just because I'm being lazy. The bigger ones I may avoid, but the really small ones, I don't worry too much about them until I want to come in with a gel pen. For the darker colors, I will probably avoid most of them if I can, but the lighter color I'm not too concerned about. All right, and then orange. So this is cadmium orange hue. I am going to put on my glove because I know I'm going to smudge this because it's Prisma, and yeah, that's what I do with Prisma. So I'm going to put on my glove. Yeah, yeah, Mariola Bedeck is another one. Yeah, there's a lot of artists out there that do beautiful people. It just all depends upon your style, what you want to. I know that Courtney was looking for people that color and, or not color, but draw, mostly fairies and fantasy type people. So that's why I suggested Christine, Molly, and Selina Fenech. All right, now Poppy Red. And Jamie, you could always color in Serene. I did. I'd love to see you color in Serene. All right, and then Crimson Red. And all these colors, you don't have to have Prismacolors to use these colors. You just match up the color selection from your own pencils. So basically it's red, orange, yellow, um, an orange red, so a dark orange, and indigo blue, which is a really dark blue. So you don't have to have any of the same pencils I have, um, or that I'm using to pretty much do all the same colors. You just match up the basic colors. There may be a slight variation, but it should still all turn out about the same. You don't have it? Oh no. Yes, the Artex are similar to the Prismacolors um, in both color, name, and blendability. I prefer the Artex a little bit more than the Prismacolors, but that's just because I have a love-hate relationship with Prismacolors. And that's just, it all depends upon the paper. and I find that Prismacolors work better on the Amazon paper. I just don't like the way they smudge whenever I touch them. All right, so moving backwards through the colors, I just used the crimson. Now I'm using the poppy. No worries. And then we're going to use the orange. So this is cadmium orange hue. Again, I'm not worried too much about the smaller spots. I will be coming through with the white gel pen and fixing those up. So now we're coming through with the yellow. This is canary yellow. And there we have it. Now I completely understand why people blow on Prismas, because even dusting them off with your duster brush just drags the color. So I completely understand why people blow on them. Just blending that a little bit deeper, making sure I get all of that area blended together. I want a little bit more orange. And blend the yellow into the orange. I think I like that better. So we're just doing the caps right now. We'll come back through and do the bases of the mushrooms. It's just because I have all the colors for the caps in my hand. So might as well do that first. Yes. Yes, they do. Starting off with the canary yellow. Now this one has a lot of shadow from her dress, as well as the tipping or tilting of the mushrooms. So this one is going to have a lot more of that dark color than the other mushrooms. So we're not going to be using as much yellow, more red and blue, orange. Hello, Noelle. Welcome, welcome. Now I'm using poppy red. And then crimson. If you're feeling sleepy, Dawn, go to sleep. I hope you have a good rest. It's late. If you're tired, go to bed. I know Monday I'm usually on later for most US people, but it's morning for others, and that's why I come on at this time. I honestly do not expect anybody to stay awake and force themselves to watch my stream. Please don't. If you are tired, go to bed, dear. Coming through with the indigo. Putting in the shadow from her dress as well as the tipping of absolutely. Good night, Dawn. Have a great sleep. Coming back through with the red, blending that in to that blue. Then we're just going to take a little bit of that yellow in this highlight area here, like that. And like I said, those spots will be covered with white after we're all done with coloring. I don't like putting the white on Prismacolors because it does absorb into the gel pen. So using the poppy red and the orange a little bit more into that yellow. And then the crimson. Okay. And then the indigo. Putting in those shadows. And then blending that in with the red. So I'm blending that blue into the crimson. And then we're going to take our orange, blend that into the crimson as well. Dragging all those colors together. Prismas like to smush. I'm not very fond of smushing, so yeah, just saying. All right, so now this one here. This one we're just going to do all, we're not going to add some yellow to it. We're going to do all the darker colors, the red, the orange, the poppy, and the blue. So I'm going to put down the orange first. Sorry, I was off screen. Then the poppy. And the crimson. Yes. I don't mind the smush, but I just find that it doesn't work as well for me as it does others. Coming around the back side here with that indigo. I think it's also with the smudging because of the way my hands are. I have a tendency to smudge Prismas a lot, and it really frustrates me. And I always forget to put something under my hand. And then I'm just going to take a little bit of that yellow and just blend that in. I know I said I wasn't going to use yellow on this one, but it just needed just a little bit of it. All right. Ah, well, she likes to do that too. She can't help herself. Just saying. All right. Now I'm going to turn this way so I don't rub my hands on everything, trying to make sure that I don't cover everything in colors that I don't want them to be. So I apologize if it's upside down. Now again, we have her wings here, which are also translucent, but we want to make sure that we only color the areas that are a little darker. Leave those white areas so that you can put in the color of her wings. you don't, you're going to end up losing the translucency of her wings. Try to remember to keep it as light as possible in her wing area. And I just turned that around, but I need to turn it back. I need to make sure that I don't touch things. So using the orange now. Now this part here is going to be very dark, so it's going to be all the colors. Where this side here is going to have some dark areas, but most of it's going to be fairly light. So we're going to come into that yellow a lot more with the orange. And we're just going to go very, very lightly into the wing areas with our colors. I'll put a little bit of orange in here, like that. Stand on your heads and look, yeah. Alright, now we're going in with the poppy. As long as you can still see what I'm doing, which you probably can't because I'm off camera because I'm upside down. Um, the Prismacolor does that, and the Staedtler does as well. I have another one too, and I can't remember which one it is. The MR does as well. Alright, now we're going in with the crimson. And I'm going to move over so you can actually see what I'm doing. Maybe. Yeah, Jamie, are you subscribed to Evelyn? She did a fantastic review of a whole bunch of different sharpeners on her channel. So if you're subscribed to her, take a look at those because I think she did cover some that do that. Alright, now we're going in with the blue indigo. pretty sure you're subscribed to Ev. Yeah, she did a really good comparison, a review of a whole bunch of different sharpeners. That should give you a lot of information on different ones and which ones she prefers for different things. So just using that indigo to fill in the darker areas here. Being really careful around the wings because we're still going to put some of it in here, but not as much as we are on the exposed areas of the mushroom, because we still want the mushroom to show through the same colors as the other. Yeah, it was a great comparison review. And it's really helpful, especially if you're trying to figure out what's the best sharpener for different pencils. Going in with that crimson and blending that together. Like I said, the Prismas prefer to be smooshed, so I'm putting a fairly heavy hand on this, in this area especially. Now as we get closer into the wing area, now we want this to have the same colors as the rest of the mushroom, but we want them to be a little bit lighter. So I'm just taking a little bit of the crimson and blending that in. Just have to be really careful not to make it too dark so that you don't lose your definition in your wings. And I will probably come through with a white gel pen on the wings anyway. Just to put the definition back in of the wing. Thank you, Courtney. All right, going to come back through with a little bit of yellow, and we're just going to blend that. All right, so there we have the mushroom tops all done up. Now we're going to do the bases. So we need uh, this one, 70% French gray. Um, Putty beige is another one I need. It's here somewhere. I think it's this one. Nope, this one. And putty beige and a little bit of beige sienna. It should be up here. Can you tell I don't use these a whole lot? I don't know where anything is. All right, so we're going to start with the French gray. I'm going to sit here and sharpen these all. All right, so we're going to start over here. All right. I'm just working with the one set of Prismacolors. And then the beige sienna. Just the Prismas for this set, this page. Because of the artist and the type of paper that and the grayscale that she has, I find that the Prismas work best on her work. And then the putty beige. All right. I'm going to start over again with the 70% gray. I chose the darker gray because I know with Prismacolors they're very opaque. So I know that the lighter color is going to blend into the darker color, lightening it. So that's why I chose a much darker color than I needed for that. And then the sienna, the beige sienna. Just going to blend out that gray. and then the putty beige. All right, and then we're going to work our way down. So the little skirt here, we're just going to work with our medium and our light tone. So I'm working with the beige sienna and our putty beige. I'm going to take a little bit of that gray and come in under here and under here. And then come back through with the beige sienna. And if you find that you need a little bit of that darker color in some areas, come back through with that darker color. So we're going to take that gray and we're just going to darken up the connector here, as well as the folds. So we've got a couple of folds here. Just going to darken those up a little bit. The underneath. And we're going to blend it in. And then the lighter color at the edges. Like so. And then under the bottom part here, we're going to actually take another color. Just trying to think the best one. Just going to add a bit of grayed lavender, I think. Where is my grayed lavender? There it is. All right, so we're going to go under here with our grayed lavender and do the shadow. Because I want it to be lighter, but I still want it to have that shadow color. I don't want it to be as dark as up here. Thank you, Yana. And then we're going to go in with our beige sienna. And it just gives that extra little bit of darkness to the beige sienna. And then the putty beige. Take a bit of that beige sienna and come around the edge here. And then back through with the putty beige. Okay. And then we're going to dust that off and take our darker color, our gray, go back in here and make sure that we have our undercarriage here colored in the right color. There we go. And there we have one mushroom done. Oh, did I lose connection? Am I still here? Hold on. Um, well, it says that I'm still connected, so hopefully it's not me. I don't know. Welcome back, Sue. Okay, you lost connection. Well, I'm sitting here going, I don't know if I'm still here or not. All right, going to come in with that purple. So this is the grade lavender. The beige sienna. And the putty beige. So it looks like we're going to be coloring mushrooms today. I'll switch on to something else here because this is pretty much going to be the same way all the way through. So I will switch over to something else for the last half an hour. 45 minutes. Just so that we're not just coloring mushrooms. Okay. So I'm going to put those colors aside and we will start coloring on his skin tones first of all. Alright, so for skin tones, I need rosy beige. Should be this one. Nope, that's nectar. This one. Rosy beige, peach, light peach, and a little bit of nectar. Alright. Those ones are our mushroom colors. Alright, so we're going to start on his skin tone. We're going to start with the rose beige in the darker areas. No, no rainbow mushrooms this time. Not this time. It happens. You'll get out of it. And then we're coming in with nectar. Just extending that rosy beige out to our medium line. So as you probably can see, there's different levels of gray. And when you have different levels of gray like that, you use different colors to get to that level of color. All right, and then we're going to use our peach. Blending all those colors together. And then the light peach. And then I'm going to use a different color on that because it looks way too peachy. So I'm going to actually add a little bit of beige. Just to tone it down a little. I am not the best with skin tones with my Prismas, obviously. It just takes a little bit of practice to get the right color combination. And then we're going to go back in with the nectar. And I'm going to proceed to completely ruin this page, but that's okay. the peach. She's cross stitching. How is Henry coming? Can't wait until you have him done. I think he's going to look fabulous. And I'm going to sharpen this one. And then we're going to use the beige. Just to tone it down just a slight bit. In our lighter areas. Like that. And it looks terrible. But it is what it is. Just saying. Alright, gonna come in with our nectar. I think I need to leave off one of the colors, so I'm just going to come in with nectar. It's a good thing there's not a whole lot of skin on these, I'm just saying. And then peach. Ooh, burr, Catherine, burr. And then light peach. Did you find your mandala book, Miss Catherine? I'm sorry I did not answer you last night. I had such a migraine that I went to bed early. And then the beige. All right, good night, Jamie. Have a great sleep. Oh, well, I was kind of hoping you had. That's just weird. Things keep on going missing in your house. One of the kids didn't run off with it? Alright. I don't like his skin tone, but not liking the way his skin tone's turning out. It is what it is. We'll work with it. All right. That's what we're going to do with that. I'm just saying. That's all we're going to do with that. Now we're going to do his jacket. And we're going to do that in greens. So I want dark green, first of all. Let's see. I'm just going to grab all the greens I want. So I need spring green, chartreuse, chartreuse, spring green, and dark green. Yeah. Yeah, it was coming along very, very nicely. All right. So we're going to start with the chartreuse. Maybe that's why I don't like the skin, is I started with the dark, and sometimes with Prismacolors you can't start with dark. Hmm. That's the strangest thing. Your house is eating your supplies. And then dark green. Oh, that's part of his other shirt. Oh well. to the bottom fringe of his shirt too. Yeah, it is definitely one of those things that make you go, what the heck? It's coming through with all the shadows and the folds in the clothing. With the dark green, hopefully I'm still on the screen. All right. Then we're going to go back through with the green, so the spring green. Just going to blend that dark green in. Come down through here, that spring green. And come down underneath here into the bottom of his shirt with the dark green. And then the spring green. Blend that in. And then the chartreuse. Like so. Make sure I get those little bits of areas a little darker just to show the movement of the fabric. it in a little bit. Going back and forth between the dark green, the spring green, and the chartreuse. Chartreuse. There we go. Make sure that I do the strings on his shirt there. Now we're going to do his boots the same way. And we'll finish up with his boots today. And then on Wednesday, we'll come back and we will work on her a little bit. And if we have time, we'll finish him up. If I do not finish this during the week, I will finish it on a Discord during our Discord hangout and chat on Thursdays. That's usually at 3 o'clock Pacific Standard Time till whenever everybody runs away. It is a very relaxed, very casual chat, and it is, of course, an adult chat room, so um, there will be language and all those things. It's not recorded. Come be yourself, hang out, and have a cup of coffee and color a WIP. All right, now I'm going to come through with the spring green, blending into that dark green. Yeah, I like that better. And make sure that I'm in camera. I will, of course, post any pictures of completed WIPs that I start here on the channel on my Instagram. So stay tuned for that as well. Oh, nice. And then sharpen this again. Tomorrow we're going to have another ice storm come through. So hopefully it won't affect Wednesday at all. But if it does, I will let you know. You may find that the um, coupons don't get updated or something depending upon whether or not we have power in the morning. So if you follow the coupons and they don't get updated, you know why. Because Renee has no power. Uh, just so you know, any of the projects that are being done on the channel, um, there is a post on the community tab that has a list of the projects that we've done so far. and where to find books, tutorials, or not tutorials, flip throughs, reviews of pencils, things like that. So if you want to use the same thing, or if you want to know about what I used, all of those things are on a post in the community tab. Oh, okay. Hopefully that was a glitch. Am I still here? I had this weird message on my screen. I don't know how long I was off a screen for. If I am back. Hello? Anybody? Please tell me I'm here. Okay, good. No problem at all, Sue. Have a great night and put those puppers to bed. I will be finishing up here shortly, so. Okay, good. I had this weird thing on my screen. It was like, it was weird. I didn't like it. It said that I wasn't broadcasting. It's like, wait a minute. Better be broadcasting. So yeah. And I will update it with the project that we're starting now and that sort of thing. So, and every time we start a new project, as we progress through it, if I change anything or add anything to the page, I will update that with the products and that sort of thing so that you guys can locate them and whatnot. And that gives a permanent space all in one place where you can find all the projects for that we're doing or have done. Every month I will post a new page. So this month of course is all of January, and then next month I will do a new post with all of February and so forth until the end of the month. So there'll be 12 different posts available in the community page for any of the projects that we do this year. And that helps me too, especially if I put a page aside and don't get back to it right away. I'll be able to quickly glance at the community tab and see what I was using. Because sometimes that is a problem because I don't write anything down. I could, I just don't. Nice. I'm glad you found something to color. And welcome back. Welcome back. All right. And we've got about 5 minutes left. Let's do his pants. Let's do his pants. We've got enough time. So we're going to do his pants in browns. So where's our swatch chart? I need artichoke. Artichoke. Mhm. Yes, I just did that. I'm sorry. Um, Sienna brown. I think. Maybe. I know I have it. It's dark brown. Chocolate. There it is. And my poor little chocolate. I think I need a new chocolate pencil. People coming and opening drawers. All right, and then we're gonna put down. Let's do this one first. I'm gonna work with chocolate first in our dark areas. My chocolate is gotten a little small. You got a new PDF and when a few pages print. Sure. I don't know what PDF you got, so. This one. So now we're going to come in with the sienna brown. Oh, okay. Yep. I will get to that after stream. so I don't lose them. All right. And now we're going to come in with the lighter color. Absolutely. Enjoy your night. I will take a look at that after stream and let you know. All right. And then we're coming in with the chocolate again. Just building that color up. I'm going to have to jump in my stash and get my other chocolate out for next time if I want to do anything in this brown color. Because the chocolate is a little small. I do have a pencil extender I should just grab, but I do believe I have a spare chocolate, so I can just glue this to the end of it. Sorry guys, I was off screen. And then we're just going to take this color, which is the artichoke. And I'm just going to smash everything together. And I think I might use a blender on this because I'm not liking the way that it's laying down. But I've got plenty of color on here to blend it around. And relax it a little bit. And take the blender. Oh, it's not going to sharpen there, so we will go in here. All right. I'm using the Caran d'Ache because I really didn't want to add any more color. So the Caran d'Ache blender works great on blending that all together without adding any more color. Didn't want it any darker. There we have that. Dust off any excess. Just give any little areas a little buffing. And there we have his pants. Okay, are you leaving, Alex? I think Alex jumped the gun, but it's okay. I'm going to zoom out or back in so you can see what we've done. And Alex is correct. I am ending the stream. It is after 8. So thank you all very much for coming and hanging out. Of course, I will finish this, well, continue this on Wednesday. I will finish the underneath of the mushrooms throughout the week. And when we come back, we will finish his shirt and him and her, and then we'll figure out what to do for the background. All right, guys, if you want to come hang out with us in a Discord, feel free to do so. We do hang out every Thursday at 3 o'clock Pacific Standard Time. Everybody is welcome to come hang out. I do some work in progresses and that sort of thing. So, all right, guys, thank you all very much for coming and hanging out. Of course, always remember to like, comment, and subscribe to any YouTube artist that you enjoy. And of course, always remember to relax, color, and stay safe, everyone. Until next time, bye-bye for now.